Hello and welcome. I'm Youssef. Thank you for opening up a little space in your day to listen. You know, we talk a lot about emotions. We say we're happy, sad, angry, or scared. These are the primary colors of our emotional world. They're immediate, powerful, and often they happen to us. But today, I want to talk about a different palette, the deeper, richer hues, the emotions that aren't just reactions, but choices, the ones that don't just make us feel good, but make us feel meaningful. Today, we're exploring the architecture of our inner nobility. We're talking about noble feelings and emotions. So, what do I mean by noble? It's not about being aristocratic or looking down on other feelings. That's not it at all. Think of it this way. A basic emotion is like a splash of water on your face. It's startling, refreshing, but it's over quickly. A noble emotion is more like a deep, slow-moving river. It has power, it has direction, it shapes the landscape around it.
Noble emotions often involve a conscious element. They are feelings we cultivate. They require a degree of self-awareness, even a bit of effort. They connect us to something larger than our immediate selves, to other people, to a principle, to a sense of purpose. Let me give you our first example. Gratitude. Now, we all feel thankful when something good happens. That's a basic, wonderful feeling. But gratitude, true, deep gratitude, is a choice. It's the active practice of looking at your life, not for what's missing, but for what is present, and allowing a sense of thankfulness to wash over you. It's the decision to write that letter to someone who changed your life, to silently thank the barista for your coffee, to feel a profound appreciation for simply being alive. Gratitude isn't just a reaction to a gift. It's a state of being. And in that shift, it becomes noble. It elevates our perspective. Another cornerstone of this noble architecture is compassion. Sympathy is when we feel for someone. We see their pain and we acknowledge it. Empathy is when we feel with someone. We, to some degree, share in their emotional experience. But compassion is empathy put into action. Compassion is the deep feeling that arises when we see suffering, coupled with a genuine desire to alleviate it. It's the nurse who holds the hand of a frightened patient. It's the stranger who stops to help someone change a flat tire. It's the willingness to sit with someone in their darkness, not with answers, but with presence. Compassion moves beyond just feeling. It's a feeling that compels us to do. It connects our heart to our hands. And in a world that can often feel disconnected, compassion is a radical act of nobility. Said, and then there is awe. Awe is perhaps one of the most self-transcendent emotions we can experience. It's that feeling of wonder and amazement we get when we encounter something vast that transcends our understanding of the world. It's standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon, looking up at a sky dense with stars, or listening to a piece of music so beautiful it gives you chills. But it can also be found in the small things. The intricate pattern on a butterfly's wing, the way light filters through leaves, the miracle of a newborn's hand. Awe is noble because, for a moment, it completely shatters our ego. It makes our personal worries feel small, not in a diminishing way, but in a liberating way. It connects us to the immense, breathtaking mystery of existence. It reminds us that we are part of something magnificent. In awe, we are humbled. And in that humility, there is a profound nobility. Now, let's talk about some of the more challenging noble emotions, the ones that require real courage. The first is forgiveness. This is a tough one. It's important to say that forgiveness is not about saying that what someone did was okay. It's not about forgetting, and it's certainly not always about reconciliation. Forgiveness is, at its core, a gift you give to yourself. It's the conscious, deliberate decision to release the grip of anger and resentment that you've been carrying. It's setting down a heavy burden that you no longer need to carry. To forgive is to make a choice for your own peace. It is an act of incredible strength and inner freedom. It's a declaration that you will not be eternally defined by the hurt someone caused you. That is profoundly noble. And finally, let's talk about integrity. Is integrity a feeling? Perhaps it's the feeling of being whole, of being aligned. It's the deep, quiet satisfaction that comes from doing the right thing, especially when no one is watching. It's the emotion that accompanies honesty, even when it's costly. It's the feeling of self-respect that comes from keeping a promise to yourself. Integrity is the quiet, unshakable knowledge that your inner compass is true. It's not about being perfect. It's about being authentic. It's about your actions matching your values. And the feeling that comes from that alignment, that peace, that solidity, is a noble emotion that we build brick by brick through our daily choices. Maybe so. How do we invite more of this into our lives? We don't just wait for noble feelings to strike us like lightning. We practice. We can cultivate gratitude by keeping a simple journal, writing down 1 or 2 things we're grateful for each day. We can practice compassion by starting with ourselves and then actively looking for small opportunities to be kind. We can seek awe by going for a walk without our phone, truly looking at the world around us. We can work on forgiveness in small ways by letting go of minor grudges. And we can live with integrity by making one small promise to ourselves each day and keeping it. These emotions are like muscles. The more we use them, the stronger they become. Our emotional world is vast. There is room for all of it. The raw, the messy, the joyful, the painful. The goal is not to eliminate the basic emotions, but to build upon them, to add depth and meaning. Noble feelings are the ones that don't just decorate our lives. They give them a foundation. They are the emotions that build bridges between people, that give us strength in hard times, and that add a layer of profound meaning to our existence. They remind us that we are not just feeling machines. We are architects of our inner world. Ever the newness. So, I'll leave you with this. Today, maybe take a moment. Look for a small opportunity to practice one of these noble emotions. Feel that deeper current. and see how it changes the landscape of your day.
Thank you for listening. This has been a production of my little corner of the internet. I'm Youssef. Until next time, take good care of your inner world.